Alrighty, folks, we are on the cusp of a 4-day weekend. And let me just remind you that this is where opportunity knocks. Homebuyers gone, investors gone, agents sleeping. It is time to write disrespectful offers, follow up, follow up, follow up. And oh, by the way, if you execute correctly, you can even close this year. What say you, Beth?
Yes, absolutely. So you said it, 4-day holiday weekend. I'm already talking to people who agents and investors, everybody's checking out. But not everybody. Like you can still get a deal through, and internet works pretty much everywhere these days. So if you want to be the one to get your offer accepted, I think now is the time. And I have some tips for it. So one thing that I've noticed is I watch the inventory, how many new listings are coming on, how many are going off. And this usually we see in the past few months, I've seen more listings coming on than going off in a week's time. So inventory building. Now it's seasonal, right? But I'm seeing it starting to go the other way where fewer new listings are coming on. 30% more than that are going pending in the week. So we're starting to see the inventory dwindle. Any new listings that you see going on now between now and the end of the year are going to be people who are motivated to sell for whatever reason or another. They're not waiting until the new year.
Bingo.
Like so many are right now.
I think that's a good point. I mean, normally speaking, in a normal part of the year, I would never write an offer on a first day listing or a first week listing. But if you're putting on a listing this week, shoot, any of the next 5 weeks, you have some real motivation because otherwise you would just wait for the spring. Yeah. So again, this is the time. New listing comes on, you know, everybody's asleep at the wheel. And I've done this. I remember picking up a fourplex and I think it was a house one year over Thanksgiving weekend when nobody else was around. And these were just on the MLS. It wasn't like I did door knocking or mailers or anything like that. It was like, oh my God, I can't believe this fourplex is on the market. It's 10% below where it should be. I'm the only one writing an offer. You know, let's go in, I don't know, 20K less than that and see what happens. And we got it.
Exciting. Yeah. It's low hanging fruit. And, you know, once we get into January, at least in my area, that opportunity was going to dry up. And that's when we usually see it flip to more of, at least it's often temporary, but it becomes a seller's market in January for a few months every year. Even in the slow years, we've been seeing it. So, and it's setting up for that. And I'm already getting calls from people, agents who, the ones who are working, saying like, I've got folks in town this weekend. Can we come see your listing? And like, yeah, of course. So for those that are looking out there, I think it's great because people, sellers, even though there's family things going on Thanksgiving itself, then there's the whole rest of the weekend where people are hanging around, they're off work and making plans for the next year. And I think that this is a good time for people to put those compelling offers out there. I don't like the term disrespectful. I know you like it, but
I do. Well, that's, you know, I'm just trying to get people to realize what it is. You represent buyers and sellers, so you've got to be a little more nice and PC.
I know. It's like you would never say that to the other side. Like, here's a disrespectful offer that I'm submitting. Like, you would never say that because if people feel disrespected, they're out. You know, so you got to, you know, find a connection there.
Yeah, but I know it's a real offer, but it's a real offer.
Yeah, it's a real offer, and so we had one recently where we had it both ways. Where one was like, if you need to close by the end of the year, here's the offer, and if you need to close if we close next year, here's what that offer is. And so you might be able to get some of that discussion going on with certain sellers right now.
I think that's a great idea. Again, writing up 2 offers just to check for the seller's motivation. That's genius.
Yeah. And you can all, you know, a good agent too will call the listing agent and ask, like, why is the seller selling and what's going on there? You may not get you can read between the lines a lot of the time if there's something, you know, but there's often something going on where they need to move now and something's going on that especially if they've been on the market for a while, this is the time people start to get antsy. And the other thing I want to mention is we're seeing a lot of cancellations right now, the most I've seen all year. And most of those, I would say, are not sellers who decided not to sell, though they decided to take it off the market for the holidays.
So
but
just
they
so I'm
still
clear, when
want
you
to
say
sell.
cancellations, that is listing cancellations, not purchase cancellations.
Correct. In our market, that's how that's defined. So in our MLS. So yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Thank you. Active listings taken off the MLS, and oftentimes they will be brought back on in January. But those are sellers that still want to sell most of the time. Because I mean, every once in a while you get somebody who's just testing and the wish. I'm not seeing as much of that anymore. Like most people are pretty tuned
No,
in.
that's more of a springtime, summertime.
Yeah.
If I get my thing, I'll move. But you don't do that in the winter. Yeah.
No. But we've been seeing a lot of long market times, and so that it fuels anxiety for a lot of folks. So that's a good opportunity for buyers. And we have 2 buyers get under contract this week that I hear a noise.
Yeah, that's I have a gardener outside, and
Oh, that's fine. Okay, good. That's the
yeah,
sound of things
yep,
getting done. I like it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's on my
All
side.
right.
I'm using the mute button. So go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, don't worry about it. Don't need to mute. I just want to make sure it wasn't me. So so canceled sellers, they still want to buy. Buyers have opportunities now. We've got 2 under contract this week that we're able to get great concessions, big price concessions, 2-1 buy down, rate buy downs, and all closing costs paid. We're talking massive credits and concessions. So, and on houses that already were well priced compared to recent comparable sales. So that tells you, especially if it's something that needs a little bit of work, which those are my favorite, like, it has the old countertops and the old carpet and things like that. Those are the ones that a lot of home buyers are skipping over those, but that's easy to fix and you can get some really good terms if you're willing
No,
to
I mean,
keep that
it's
on.
really interesting as we head into the end of the year. Cancellations are up, pendings are also up, and inventory is up. And again, folks, I've been trying to stress this since Halloween. We've done 60% of our transactions over 20 years between Halloween and New Year's Day, with Thanksgiving weekend being particularly active. Because again, we want to be active when nobody else is out. So again, look for the listings. And to your other point, if you have a buy box and you have a listing that you liked, but it came off for a cancellation, it doesn't mean you can't call the agent, write an offer, and have a discussion, right? In fact, you'll be the only person to do that.
Exactly. The competition is not going to be there.
Yeah, they're not going to even know about it because they weren't diligent. They don't have a buy box. And, I've done that a couple of times, buy things that were either canceled or expired, and just followed up a couple weeks later and say, hey, I don't know what the seller's thinking, but I liked it and I could do X. What do you think?
Yeah.
I don't. And then the agent gets excited, right? Because you're the only one calling on this. And frankly, that was money they already spent and they'd already written it off as a loss. So they are motivated to try to make that happen.
Agents are motivated too. You're right, because they probably, have a lot into it, and then they're just out, and who knows when or if they'll ever get paid. And so if you come in with hey, here's an offer that makes everybody happy, you don't have to bother putting it back on the market. Sellers don't have to worry about strangers going through their house again and all the other stuff. So it's really the best of both worlds, for all parties involved. So but it's a shortish window. We see this close right around New Year's.
Exactly.
But this weekend, especially, just because I can't tell you how many people I've talked to that have already checked out. They're like, you're still working? Like, well, yeah, I mean, I'm still here, and phone still works. Internet still works.
Yeah. It's really funny. This happens every year. And again, I keep stressing it, and we'll stress it every year going forward. This is the time where, the prepared and the people have done the work. It's time to strike. It's time to follow up. It's time to, write some, what I call disrespectful offers. If you want to call it aggressive, so be it. And just get the seller thinking. And again, I don't have to see it this weekend. You got the family over, no big deal. We'll come on Monday or Tuesday of next week, and just be sensitive. But write the offers this week.
Yeah, and you can make it close after the holidays. But the seller's like, well, we don't want to move over Christmas. Great, close in January. No problem.
Whatever you want. Yeah, you tell us. You tell us the closing date. We're not tied to that. So again, folks, the 4-day weekend, it is natural. It is, we have been trained to consume, holiday, Black Friday, all of that, Cyber Monday, and the investors, the folks that do the work. You're going to get wealthy by writing these offers and getting some great deals. Beth, if somebody wanted to reach out and see what's what, maybe get a referral to a top agent, what do they do?
Yeah, they can find me at bethtraversogroup.com. You can contact me through my website. I'm also on the One Rental at a Time school platform. So if somebody
Nice.
wants to message me on there, I'll see that too.
Awesome, Beth. You're amazing. Happy Thanksgiving. Have some
Thank
fun. Take some care.
you.
Take some pictures. Make some
Happy
memories.
Thanksgiving. Take care.